This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Oh, very early, 5 AM, but I'm going to recreate one of the most iconic photographs ever today. Good morning everyone, it is an early one for me again. It's 6:40 at the moment AM. Yes, I did say that I'm about to recreate one of the most iconic images that everyone has seen in recent time. And before I show you what it is, let me tell you where I am. I'm in St. John's Wood, and it's very close to a studio that is very famous for an English band, music band. I think you kind of get the hint what it is now. Yes, I am heading towards Abbey Road, and that's the famous zebra crossings where the Beatles has crossed. So my client has asked specifically to recreate a shot like that with the family. So it's going to be a fun one. But today's video isn't just about the photograph itself, but also how I process it. Right, I'm going to need some help, and so I am going to try to use DxO's film pack and look at the timeline to match certain type of look. And obviously, like I mentioned before, digital manipulations or digital simulation for film isn't very accurate, so I may still have to do some tweaks to it, but that should give me a very good base to work with and see how it goes. And today's shot should be fairly simple, because recreating a 1960-1970 shot is really straightforward. Lots of depth of field, you don't need shallow depth of field to do that, so that should be quite easy to do. And also, shooting really early this morning means only one thing: super quiet, just like what it is now. And yeah, Swiss Cottage is actually a very interesting place. A lot of really space around here which you can do a lot of things, and I have done quite a few photo shoots before around this area. Not just the crossing itself, but also around some sort of structures with Charlie's really years ago now. And yeah, it's really fun to do something around here. So I'm glad to be back. And later on, after the Abbey Road crossing, I'll be heading towards Baker Street for some more photos before my clients return or finish today's session. So hopefully I can show you some more images. Last couple of times I've been here to recreate similar thing for my clients, the roads were really busy and there were a lot of tourists trying to do the same thing. And of course, in this sort of busy environment, it's going to be ultra difficult. I even done a proposal on the Abbey Road crossing itself, believe me or not. And that was a surprise, because they can't never told me. You know, usually for a proposal, you have seen my previous video that they you contact me way in advance, and basically everything is planned and things like that. So I was expecting something. But that one wasn't, you know, it was a total surprise to me as well. So, you know, suddenly my client say, I'm going to do it right here. Can you get your camera ready? I say, what? You know, there were still people around. I weren't even in position and anything like that. So yeah, but it turned out all right. It just a bit shocked to me. But anyway, here I am in the Abbey Road crossing, and yeah, it's interesting. It's just a simple crossing. And I mean, I don't know how, you know, the Beatles made it so famous and popular, but of course, you know, they were a famous band before, so any photographs with them in it is going to be ultra popular. But yep, this is the crossing. Super simple. There are already a few cars around already, and hope that when my client turn up, and it's not going to be ultra busy, so I'll be able to stop traffic. Well, hopefully there'll be no cars in the background, because that's what the photos look like, right? So and the sun is in a very different angle, so it's not going to be exact, to be quite honest. It's not going to be exact, so we'll just see how we can manipulate the photo to make it look similar to the original. Yeah. So let's take a picture of Baker Street here. Spread it a bit more so I can see the whole word. Okay, yeah, that's it. Right. Good. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, I can see your faces. I can see your faces. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Very different stage. This is really old. This one. As this side here is definitely the oldest. So you can see this is a proper old school.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. So another shot we can do, which is should be quite cute. You guys stay here. I'm gonna have to go across, shoot from the other side. So this one you can stand up instead of sitting down and just hold hands in a line, and I can kind of get a wider shot with all the details and everything. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that would be good. So if you stand up, I think with the kids in the middle, because they should be short enough to not blocking the sign, and you'll be on one on either one.
Like around that.
Yeah, one on either side. Okay. So I'll wave at you when I'm ready. You should see me walking across. Yeah. Okay. Just watch your back a little bit.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, just in case.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Move the back to the other side again, yes. The back, yeah, the back. Okay, are we good? There we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, move this way a little bit more. Okay, that's it, stay there. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. One more shot, one more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Right, another photo is quite cool. Upstairs they have, before this called undergrounds or the London transport, they actually call it metro rail. They have the original sign up there.
Oh, wow.
Have that, so that's very old.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So before it's called the tube, the underground metro rail, MR.
Yeah.
So you can always stand there. We can take a picture of this.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, let's see if I can get the shot like here. Oh, fantastic. I can get really lovely shot here. Right. Great. Okay, 1, 2. If you guys move this way just ever so slightly. Move. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's perfect. Right. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay, you want to come over, stand in the middle here, just under the light. Yeah, just under the light here. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well done. Very good. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. 1. Let's do a cool one, then you can do a funny one. Yes? Okay? Okay, good one first. Stand closer to your sister. Okay. You have to put it down though, I can't see your face. There you go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So, the photo shoot has been completed and amazing. Very sweet little family there, and we did an amazing job with the crossing shots, which is absolutely amazing, and also some fantastic photos by the Baker Street station. Now, let's go home and try to recreate that iconic shot. Yeah.
Now I'm back, but before I show you how I edit my photo to recreate the iconic Abbey Road crossing photo from Beatles, let's talk about today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning platform where you can find tons of high-quality materials so you can learn new skills or further your existing knowledge. As a professional myself, I need to keep up with the latest trends and upgrade my skills for tomorrow's projects. And if you find today's video interesting, I would also highly recommend checking Skillshare for some color correction and color grading tutorials. This will give you a base on what I'm about to show you. One of the classes I found pretty useful for any photographer, regardless of level, is a class by Idara Akfor. As a portrait photographer myself, reflecting natural skin tones is essential. This tutorial will show you everything you need to get you started, all within Adobe Lightroom Classic. As you know, Lightroom has become so powerful that you can basically do everything there. After color corrections, you can then start your creative process by creating effects to satisfy your vision. Very similar to what I'm about to show you within this video. But Skillshare has a ton of tutorials in a more structured and informative way. So if you're interested, remember Skillshare is offering 1 month unlimited free trials to my first 1,000 subscribers by clicking the link in the video description below. Don't miss this chance, because this unlimited access, you can access not only photography, but everything within the library. So if you have more than just photography as a hobby, like woodcrafting, painting, literally anything, you have that 1 month to satisfy all your learning needs. Yeah. And also, if you want to continue, don't forget that it's only cost less than 2 cups of coffee a month. Brilliant. Anyway, thank you Skillshare for sponsoring today's video, and let's go back and have a look at my Lightroom edit and how I process the photo and recreate the iconic Abbey Road crossing from Beatles. Now I'm in Lightroom, and first thing to do, of course, is to find the image that I would like to process. And as you can see, that I've taken quite a few. As usual, with young family, you gotta take quite a few just to catch the moment with young member, as it's quite hard to actually ask them to pose or do something more rigid. So there you go. So let's find the one that I would like to do first, and then we will go from there. I think this will be the one. And first of all, I would use Pure Raw to clean the image. So if I want to push the shadow area or something like that, and I will get noise-free image. That's very important, right? Okay, and it's done. I can see that now it's come back with absolutely no processing whatsoever. This is how the raw image been captured. The second thing I need to do is now use DxO's film pack, try to get the look and feel that I'm looking for. As you know that the Beatles crossing shot is shot in the 1969, so I have to look for film stocks that based on 1960s. So lucky in DxO Film Pack, it has a thing called Time Machine, where you can actually find the correct timeline with the available film stock at the time, which is quite a handy thing. And but still, like I said previously, in all digital manipulation and film simulation, they're not exactly the same. So you just kind of have to kind of use with a pinch of salt, trying to take it as it comes, and also trying to manipulate it yourself afterward a little bit. You just have to tweak it to make it look almost as good as the original. It's still not going to be 100%, because you know that the original photograph or film was actually captured with medium format camera with different lens, different focal length, and also at a much higher elevation. So you're never going to get the exact same thing, but we can make it look similar. So there we go. And right, I need to bring up the original, just have a look. Okay. The original is a bit faded now, so it's going to be really hard to judge the color as well. So I'm going to have to find one that is kind of looks similar and go from there. Okay. And I think it's got a bit green hue to it, so I'm going to just try to modify it and bring down the intensity. And I do like the grains at the moment, so I'm going to keep that. Okay. And let's see, I'm going to have to adjust further parameters, like the actual exposures, saturation, vibrancies, and all the other stuff that I need to do. And then fade it afterward. I'll be like a reverse engineering. That's what I'm trying to do at the moment, and see what I can do. So I think I'm pretty happy with the look and feel of the image, but I'm going to go back to Lightroom to do the final adjustments there, because DxO Film Pack's parameter is very limited. There's not much I can do about it, like, like pushing shadow, selectively or something like that. So it's very, very limited. So I'm going to go back to Lightroom and do the rest. But everything looks good. I'm very happy with the actual overall things, but I'm going to take things one step further by actually using the latest Adobe Photoshop Beta, latest regenerative AI removal tool. This thing is amazing. So the reason I'm trying to do this is trying to give the image just a bit more of a personal touch, just give it a bit more spice to it to make it look even more original. And because you know, some of the elements there just not available during the 1960s. I know it's still not going to be 100%, but I'm trying to give it as much as I can without, you know, making it too old. And but yeah, hopefully that will work. At the moment I'm trying to remove all the you know, rubbish bins, bus stop signs and whatnot, and dirty mouth zones. You know, we only have that in modern Londons now. You know, you don't have that in the past. And yeah, I'm just trying to give a little bit more personal touches to these things, and hopefully it will look more convincing as a result. So yeah, you can just see how effective this AI regenerative removal tool really is. It just crazy, you know, like a few touch of a button, instead of hours, I have removed a lot of stuff in the image and makes it look really convincing. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. So I'm going to go back to Lightroom now, just to have a look at the images and side by side, and you can just see the original and the before and after. It's just crazy, you know, and it just it's just crazy here. So I'm happy with it. Finally, what I'm going to do some crops and make it look 3:2, and then that should be it. Before I do that, let me adjust the actual overall global contrast, push the shadow up a little bit more, just a bit more faded look to it. So that should be it. That looks pretty good, pretty convincing now. I think it will be really good. And so finally would be the crop 3:2, like I said, and that should be it. Ta-da! There you go. This is the final image. So this is it. Hope you enjoyed today's video and my edit. Like I said, it's not 100% like the original copy because it was shot with a different camera, different lens, different focal length, different film, and even shot with a much higher elevations. That's why you got the more elongated zebra crossing markings on the road. But I did what I could, and with the time I had, and also I don't have the authority to close the road to do such a photo shoot with the time and the budget what my client had. But you know, overall, I think I did a pretty good job and manipulating the photo to create an old school looking film looking image for my clients. I think they're going to be really happy about it. And they already seen the raw image from the back of the camera. They're really happy about the posing and the framing itself. So this will be the photograph they'll be getting. So this is it. This sort of thing that I do every day. But mind you, I don't do this sort of manipulations a lot. I don't like to remove things. I just shoot as is. But there are times, of course, client will request specifically of certain type of images and something like that, and I will oblige. It is a business at the end of the day, so I will do this sort of thing only for aesthetic purposes. But anyway, this is cool. Hope you guys enjoy this today, this sort of videos. If you do, please do consider subscribe and also like this video and help me spread the word around and get more subscribers as a result. And also help me out with Skillshare. If you want to check out Skillshare content, please do use the link in the description below, and for a free trial, 1 month. Why not? It's free of charge, and then you can learn some of the things I mentioned in these videos, like skin tone and color corrections, and also all the other photography related content. So that's it. That's it, folks. Thank you very much for watching again. And if you do have any other suggestion, remember, comment section. Anyway, you know what to do now. Thumb if you like this video, and sub if you want to stay in touch with all things photography, filmmaking, and of course, my vlogs. Bye for now. Peace.